Top 10 gold mining countries in the world. Gold is one of the rarest elements in the world, making up between 0.001 and 0.006 parts per million of the Earth's crust. According to data released this month by the World Gold Council, or WGC, global gold mine production in 2020 was 3,478.1 tons, or 122.7 million ounces, down slightly for the second year in a row after rising consecutively for the past few years. The pandemic contributed to this slowdown last year, but we may also be seeing the consequences of steadily shrinking exploration budgets. This raises the question of whether peak gold has finally arrived. The low-hanging fruit has already been mined, and giant deposits containing many millions of ounces of gold are not being discovered at the same rate as they once were. So in this video, we will discuss the top 10 gold mining countries in the world. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 10. Indonesia, 100.9 tons. Indonesia is home to the second largest gold mine and the world's highest, Grasberg, which is operated by PT Freeport Indonesia and has as many as 20,000 workers. The South Pacific country is responsible for mining around 3% of the global supply. Indonesia, Peru, and Sudan are tied for 8th place on the list of the largest producers of gold. Half of Indonesia's gold production originates from Freeport-McMoRan's, or NYSE FCX, Grasberg mine, the world's largest gold mine, which is believed to contain the largest gold reserves globally. Number 9. Mexico, 101.6 tons. Although production fell for a 5th straight year, Mexico remains a competitive gold source. Output rose from just 50.8 tons in 2008 to peak at over 131 tons in 2015, one of the largest increases in that period. Mexico is an attractive place for mining due to a relatively low cost of regulation. Mexico is a notable gold producer, tying with South Africa and Uzbekistan for the 7th spot. In 2021, Mexico's gold output fell slightly to 100 MT. Gold and silver account for over 50% of the country's total metal output. Number 8. Uzbekistan, 101.6 tons. Uzbekistan significantly increased its output last year from 94.6 tons in 2019 to 101.6 tons, the first time it exceeded 100 tons in 1 year. The Central Asian country is home to Marunatu, the world's largest open-pit gold mine by area. The project, which also contains huge deposits of turquoise and arsenic, sits atop what many geologists believe could be the biggest gold reserve in the world. Uzbekistan's Marunatu gold mine is one of the largest open-pit mines in the world. Uzbekistan has been producing from old mines for quite some time and has not seen much exploration investment. Number 7. Brazil, 107 tons. Moving up from the number 10 slot in 2019 is Brazil, which increased its output for the 3rd straight year. Illegal mining activity has risen sharply in the last 6 years in the heart of the Amazon rainforest. President Jair Bolsonaro has pushed the country to develop the Amazon economically and tap its mineral riches. Number 6. Ghana. Ghana is Africa's largest producer of gold, beating out South Africa for the first time in 2019, and is also known for its reserves of various industrial minerals. Industry majors such as Anglo Gold Ashanti and Gold Fields have shifted their focus from South Africa to Ghana, where deposits are cheaper and easier to mine. In 2021, Ghana took the position of the 6th largest gold-producing country. Ghana's gold production rose slightly by 5 MT from the previous year. It is also worth noting that Ghana is Africa's largest gold producer, having overtaken South Africa in recent years. Number 5. Canada, 170.6 tons. Canada has held the number 5 spot for 4 years now, even after mining 12 fewer tons in 2020 than it did the previous year. The country's top gold mine was Canadian Malaria, co-owned by Yamana Gold and Agnico Eagle, which was responsible for producing over 16 tons last year. For 2021, gold production in Canada was on par with 2020, allowing the nation to maintain its status as the 5th largest producer of yellow metal. However, that figure is down from 175 MT in 2019 and 183 MT in 2018. Ontario and Quebec are the largest gold-producing provinces in the country. Together, they represent more than 70% of Canada's gold output. The Canadian government states that gold is the nation's most valuable and mined commodity, with $12.3 billion worth of the precious metal produced in 2020. Number 4. United States, 190.2 tons. Gold output in the U.S. fell below 200 tons for the first time in several years, continuing a decline that began in 2019. Close to 80% of the gold produced in the U.S. is from Nevada. If the state were its own country, it would be one of the world's top 10 miners. U.S. gold production has been dropping over the past few years. In 2021, the U.S. produced 180 MT, down by 20 MT from the previous year. Most gold in the country was produced at more than 40 lode mines, several larger placer mines in Alaska, and several smaller placer mines in the western U.S. The top 26 operations in the country were responsible for 98% of American gold output. Number 3. Australia, 327.8 tons. Australia has now posted 8 consecutive years of production increases. The minerals industry produces over half of Australia's total exports and generates about 8% of GDP. Higher production at several mines and the ramp-up of projects such as Mount Morgans and Katia Valley contributed to increased production. Gold production in Australia had another high-performing year, reaching 330 MT in 2021, up marginally by 2 MT from the previous year. Recent exploration activity in the Pilbara region of Western Australia has renewed interest and helped increase the country's consistent gold output. Number 2. Russia, 331.1 tons. A huge majority of Europe's gold comes from Russia, which has been increasing its production every year since 2010. In 2019, Russia surpassed Australia to become the world's second-largest producer. Who is the largest buyer of Russian gold? The Russian government, of course, purchases around 2/3 of all gold produced locally. In 2021, Russia was once again the third-largest producer of gold. The country's output has been rising over the past few years, increasing from 255 MT in 2017 to 300 MT in 2021. According to Fitch Solutions in 2020, Russia is reportedly planning to raise its gold output in a bid to become the world's largest gold producer by 2029. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, Russia's gold reserves stand at 6,800 MT, the second largest gold reserves after Australia at 11,000 MT. Number 1. China. For many years, China has been the top producing nation, accounting for 11% of global mine production. However, production fell from 383 tons to 368 last year, representing the 4th consecutive year of declines. The downtrend is largely due to tighter environmental policies imposed by the government. For example, stricter control over the use of cyanide at gold mines has forced several operations to cut back production. Once again, China was the largest producer of gold in the world, mining 370 MT in 2021, up slightly from the 2020 365 MT. The country has held its top position for more than a decade. According to the World Gold Council, China is the world's leading consumer of gold jewelry. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.